Hi, everyone. So, welcome again to another of our Transformation Tuesday series. I don't know if you've been loving it as much as I have. I really enjoy talking to our entrepreneurs in Jamaica and just having them share just why they started their businesses, the results they have been getting, and how they have faced and overcome and are still overcoming the challenges of COVID. So today I have as my very special guest the CEO of Silver Bowl Restaurant. So we're going to talk about food, and the Kerry-Ann Joiles is here with us. And I'm telling you, she is a dynamo along with her partner, Latoya. So Kerry-Ann, welcome to Transformation Tuesdays.
Hello, Coach, and thank you for having me.
Awesome, awesome. So Kerry-Ann, I'm going to ask you what I ask everyone to start off with, and why did you start Silver Bowl? Tell
Silver.
us the journey. Yeah.
Okay, why did I start Silver Bowl? So the journey of Silver Bowl, to be honest, did not begin with me. I'm
Mhm.
simply continuing a legacy that my mom started in 1985.
Wow.
So, Coach, so when one of the worst times in Jamaican history with political violence, my mom started our first restaurant on Spanish Town Road in downtown Kingston. And the journey has continued for now 36 plus years. So I am one of her three children who has decided to take this legacy a bit forward. So
Mhm.
hence I take over Silver Ball location. We started in 2005 on Angels Plaza and have been continuing that legacy for the past 16 years. So
Mhm.
it's simply doing something that my continue something that my mom started, but something that I am passionate about, something that I love. I simply love food. I simply that's the honest. I simply love food, and most importantly, I am very proud, very vocal about our Jamaican food, our flavors and spices. There's for me, it is no question. I might be biased, but there's no question about our flavor and spice profile that it is amongst the best in the world, and it's literally a joy for me to prepare quality Jamaican food utilizing our natural flavor and spices is something that I live for, something that I enjoy, just celebrating our Jamaican heritage through our cuisine that we offer.
Carrie-Ann, just looking at your face, I just see the passion exuding. I see that you really love what you do. So it was started by your mother,
Right.
and and she had a vision when she started it. Now, you've been Action Club group coaching with us, so we always talk about starting with the end in mind. So when you took it over, Carrie-Ann, what is now your vision for Silver Bowl?
Okay, so coach, brace for it. My vision for Silver Ball Restaurant is for us to make Jamaican cuisine amongst the best in the world.
Mhm.
When persons talk about global cuisine, when they talk about Chinese, they talk about Italian, they will talk about Jamaican cuisine. And that is my vision for Silver Ball Restaurant. That is where we're going. Until that mission is accomplished, the job is not done.
So I know you have two locations now, and I'm going to share them with everyone. So right now you have a location in Spanish Town Angels Plaza and one in Premier Plaza, Constant Spring Road. So in terms of your vision, do you plan to expand to more locations?
Certainly, certainly, coach. This is just the start of it. We are intent on going in all the major cities in and across Jamaica, and that is our is about being in our island, being in our communities, and then expanding globally. But that is our next move.
All right. So when you say our, who is the other person that is doing this with you?
Okay, so the other person is always we are here side by side. We believe in the vision, we live the vision. You mentioned her name, Latoya Morris. So yes, we are a duo and we are doing this together.
Folks, whenever we're in group coaching, and they used to come online, you just see the two of them sitting beside each other, and I call them the dynamic duo. And let me tell you, folks, if there's any, when they say they really love what they do, when you see them, they're learning and growing. So they have set a big vision. And like, Brad always says, set your goals, dreams, goals, learn, plan. And that's exactly what they've been doing. So they set the dream, they have the dreams, they set the goals, and now they know that they need to plan. But in order to plan, they had to learn first. So they came into our group coaching program, Action Club, and they would turn up every single session together. So these two partners understand the importance of growing their leadership and their skills first before they actually start taking the business to the next level. So, Kerry-Ann, you spoke about Jamaican food, and I love my oxtail and all of that. So, tell me now, tell everybody here, what kind of food, what are the dishes that when they go to Silver Bowl, they're going to get? And what are your customer favorites?
Okay. All right. So the dishes that you'll get Sunday dinner every day. So when we think about Jamaican Sunday dinner, we have our favorites, our curry goat, or different styles of chicken, or cow foot and beans and stuff like that. But we also do those unique things that probably your grandma alone used to make, like curry tripe and bean, curry cow foot, your stew peas with your corned beef and stuff like that, your salt mackerel rundown, your coconut rice and peas. Yes, we do those things that your grandma used to prepare. And as Coach mentioned, oxtail is her favorite. It's our customer's favorite as well. Like, persons literally rave about our oxtail, and it is one of our number one sellers, our oxtail. And second to that, just as great, is our curried goat. So yes.
Awesome. That sounds wonderful. So, Kerry-Ann, like everyone else, COVID happened in 2020. So how was your business impacted? What was the greatest impact to your business from COVID?
Okay, so the greatest impact was in terms of our revenue. So we are a consumption-based business. We open, we prepare the meals, the customer come in. During COVID, because of the measures, we had lockdown days, the dreaded lockdown days, the dreaded curfews and stuff like that. And literally, that curtailed our revenue in a major way. And the next impact that probably we haven't mentioned is that our business also thrive on doing catering. So we do catering for social gatherings, for corporate events, and so forth. Where in that same segment, we specialize in Jamaican cuisine. So we upscale Jamaican cuisine, making it very nice, very palatable, very attractive. So our catering side of our business came to an halt. And that was a significant loss of revenue for us. So that was one of the major impacts. The second impact is it caused a significant change in food cost, in the price of food. So just like consumers, families and stuff are seeing the rise in prices and stuff like that, on our end, we're seeing that significant change, like that significant price increase in food cost. So right there, then it's like we had a double hit due to this COVID pandemic.
So what were some of the things that you did, Kerry-Ann, to mitigate against those challenges that you were facing? What are some of the things that you did, the actions that you took?
All right. So, wow. There's so much things that we do, but let me see the top one. Right. So one of the top things that we did, we had to rethink our business model. So as I mentioned earlier, at the start of 2020, we were mostly one location with a focus on catering. So we had planned by buying equipment and stuff like that to expand the catering aspect of our business, but COVID happened. So we have all these equipment and we didn't have anything to do with them. So we went out and looked for an opportunity. Hence, we opened the premier location in Half a Tree. Yes, the craziest thing to do in the peak of a pandemic. Yes, we opened Premier Location in September of last year, and we utilized these things that we had previously buy. We had previously purchased. But here's the good thing about it. Yes, the time it was a slow time for business. It was a bad time for business, person must say, but it was also a good time for us to learn. So opening a
Mhm.
second location, it helped us to test our different plans that we had to our expansion mode to see what worked, what didn't work during this downturn, this slow period. And what it also do, it was a way for us to utilizing our current capacity at our anchor shop in Angels to increase our revenue, to expand our revenue stream. So we had more than one stream of income coming in. So that was one of the that was a mouthful, but
Yeah.
that was one of the things they did. The second time thing we did was we finally got time to learn and retool and empower ourselves and grow as a leader and just learn and implement things in our business. And I think that is probably one of the greatest gain that we got during this slow period, as person would put it, during this pandemic period.
So wow. So you took some very courageous decisions, opening a new location, and then you said, listen, although things are slower, I'm going to take this time now to learn. And so that we can upskill ourselves and feel more empowered. So, Kerry-Ann, I always like to look at mindset. So, tell me a few things about who you had to become, who you had to be to make these courageous decisions.
All right. All right, so coach, this one is directly from you. I probably won't quote it word for word, but you always say that. You always kind of say to us that, listen, yes, all of this is happening. There are things that are happening that we cannot change,
Mm-hmm.
but focus on the things that you can change. And the truth of the matter is, when you focus on those things that you can change, you will immediately empower yourself and you start to grow. And then you just take it one step at a time and you build and you trust that, listen, I can't see all the way down the road, but I know that God is leading and I'm going to take it step by step. So I focus on what I can effect. So there is a lockdown, or we are closed for certain days. I don't have any control over that. But I hustle up my team and I said, okay, we have 4 days to operate when we usually operate for 7 days. How are we going to make the best of these 4 days? And believe you me, when we come together and we put our thoughts together and we try different things, not everything will be successful, not everything will make it, but just that effort will make the difference and will take us one step closer to that goal. So yeah.
Carrie-Ann, it's just a joy to listen to you. I watched you and Latoya, and you just said so many things. You focused on what you could control. So many people get bent out of shape, and they start, as we said, operate below the point of blame, give excuses, and are in denial. But instead, you got up and you said, "I'm going to take ownership. We're going to take ownership, accountability, and responsibility for where our business goes." And so you focused on what you could control. And just like Leisha Lynn Cook, who shared last week just how much her faith was important, I'm also hearing that with you as well. That your faith was very important in terms of your direction and the courage to make those decisions. So that is something I really applaud. And Kerry-Ann, you also said something else. You hustled the team together. And when you said that, the word is leadership. Because you recognize, you always, and I'm going to keep repeating it, guys. You hear me always say that John Maxwell says, if you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, go with others. And you have a big vision. And you recognize that, listen, for us to go through this, I have to have the team with me. And so you said you hustled the team together and you said, okay, what are the things? So tell me a little bit about that journey with the team.
All right. So first thing, just talking to the team, I said, listen, whatever decision we make, it's not written in stones. We have to be flexible, and then we look at the business overall and see things that we could do to improve the business. And listen, everybody come on, like every person made a suggestion, like we can do this, and they suggested things that they could do. So for example, our cashier Chanel, she know that she have a few customers that like a particular item, so she will call them up personally and say, listen, I have this on the menu, do you want me to put down your order or leave it for you? Or we send out messages and saying, okay, this is what we have available today, and our customer will comment that I felt so special because Chanel called or Miss Charm called and stuff like that. Also, person just going above and beyond and just pitching in on a day-to-day basis just to make it happen. And we like literally encourage each other, lift each other up, like, because persons were afraid about the pandemic and the impact it was having on themselves or their personal safety and their family. And they, in a sense, we just build and lift each other up, and we work on different things. We work on different menus. We look at the menu items based on our margins, what we need to maximize on, and we all buy into the vision. So okay, then we're going to focus on these. And it was just literally like everybody coming on board just to make it happen. Like persons went above and beyond. I mean, there were times when I personally like said, okay, I have no more in my tank. My tank is on E. And when I see persons still going, I say, all right, then carry on. You have to go in overdrive. You have to go in overdrive to make it happen. I mean, it has just been tremendous, and it does show you just how much you can achieve and accomplish when a community of persons really work together for the greater good to make things happen. Like you can move mountains.
And I want to say something, Kerry-Ann, that it is said that team members will give you 25% of their effort, which is what is normally mandatory just to keep their jobs. And the other 75%, they have to be engaged. They have to feel that the leader cares. They have to buy into the vision. And that other 75% is mandatory. And what I heard you saying here, Kerry-Ann, is that you engaged that other 75% of the effort from your team, and that's true leadership, because you shared with them the vision, you shared with them the challenges, you shared with them the journey, you let them know that, listen, their effort, their thoughts, their opinions were important, and we're in this together. And that's leadership. That's true leadership, Kerry-Ann. And so the response that you got from the team is a direct reflection of the leadership that both yourself and Latoya showed. So I really want to commend you on that. Here, our tagline in Action Coach is real people, real results. And that's what I'm listening to. It's just real people like you out there every single day, struggling to make the vision happen. Even down times, you still went through it. But it takes a leader with a vision and a team walking together, running together, playing together. And so I really want to commend you on that, Kerry-Ann. Really, really awesome. So Kerry-Ann, in this time as well, many people, especially in the times of curfew or so on, were doing delivery. Did you engage that strategy at all to have the food you cooked delivered?
Oh yes, definitely. Yes, we did. Yes, we took on delivery, and it is something that, like with anything else, so it's not an add-on. It's almost like a new form of service. And
Absolutely.
and we are going through the learning curves. We are making the necessary changes and adjustment, but it's starting to pick up, and we are continuing to learn and grow that aspect of the business.
Mhm. Now, I noticed that you mentioned that you do catering as well. What do you cater for? What kind of events?
Okay, so we cater to weddings, birthday parties, any form of social gathering, corporate events. So wherever persons meet up together and need food, we
Mhm.
cater by providing our authentic Jamaican flavors for your event. And so it's a little different. It's a bit more upscale, but we always highlight our Jamaican cuisine. So for example, like we'll do saltfish bame canapes, or we do breadfruit cups or callaloo cups and stuff like that. So we celebrate what we do best, which is Jamaican food, but we do it in a different fashion and style, as some would say.
Awesome. So I know a little birdie told me called Andreen McFarling that you have a special offer right now for weddings. Hmm.
Yes, we do. So we know that during this time, a lot of brides may be apprehensive, like, how am I going to make this catering happen during this based on the COVID restriction and stuff like that. And I'm saying to you, brides, have no fear. Give me a call. I have a 20-minute, no obligation, complimentary conversation with you, just kind of easing you through the process of how the catering will work, help you with the different aspect of the planning, and also kind of assure you how is it that you can make your big event, your special day happen amidst all the guidelines and restrictions and stuff like that. They are not restrictions, they are just things that we need to work out together to make your day happen. So give us a call.
Lovely. And folks, you see the banner running below here, all their information, locations, phone number, and email address. So you can take that. So Kerry-Ann, there is something else I want to ask you, and I've asked everyone else. And it has been said that smart people learn from their mistakes and wise people learn from the mistakes of others. So, what mistakes did you make along the way, and how can other entrepreneurs watching you today learn from that experience?
Okay. So one of the mistakes that I have made, I had always shied away from knowing my numbers. I've shied away from knowing my numbers for the longest time because what? I was the cash revenue was coming in. I was able to pay my bills, were making money, so I was fine. My financials and all of that, that was for my accountant to worry about at the end of the year. Let me tell you, every entrepreneur out there, please, 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 pretty please, do not make that mistake. Do not shy away from the numbers. Your numbers are your biggest friends. And don't be scared of it. Embrace it. YouTube it. Go to the bookstore, buy a book, get familiar with it. No, I'm not going to say dismiss your accountant, you can do it yourself. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that develop an appreciation for what is happening to with your numbers. Your numbers are your business scorecards. Just like when you send your children to school at the end of the term, you want to see what that result is to know whether or not you're wasting money. It's the same thing with your business. Your numbers are your business scorecard. And I tell you, that day when I had that session with Action Coach, that was the last year, and Coach Marcia was going through the numbers and she instilled this in me. I still was hesitant, but I said, all right, I went and embraced it. And believe you me, my numbers revealed some things to me that I was taken aback. The items that I thought was my high margin products because they were selling for the highest price, they were actually my lowest. I had the lowest margin on those products, and it will reveal so much more to you. Where wherever you are, whatever point you are, just start knowing your numbers and grow from there. Believe you me, your numbers are your best friend. They are your business scorecard. It tells some truth about how you are doing, how you are running your business. Embrace them, love them, know your numbers.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's one of the things that I have found. You know, I'm a prior banker, so I know I'm used to looking at financials. I keep telling business persons, you cannot be in business and not know your numbers. You can't wait till the end of the year to know if you made a profit. Because as we know, the definition of a successful business is, say it with me, Kerry-Ann, a commercial profitable enterprise that can run without you in it. And the word I said is profitable. And what that means is that, as Carrie-Ann said, you need to know your numbers. You need to know whether your products are making a profit or not. As she said, she didn't know what her most profitable products were. So it's very important, folks, that we get a handle of our numbers. So thank you for sharing that, Carrie-Ann. Any other mistakes you wanted to share with us? Because that one was a big, big one.
Yes, that was a big one. Um, Also, to the difference between working in your business and working on your business. Yes, working in your business and working on your business. Working in your business, that's just for today. That takes care of today, needs today's daily operation. As entrepreneur, we get busy. Yes, we are the head cook and bottle washer, and we get busy working in the business day to day. But the truth of the matter is, if you want to take your business further, if you want to grow, if you want to own a, what coach says is a business, a profitable enterprise that works without you, you have to work on your business. And that is the only way you're going to grow, because working on your business is taking your business to the next step for tomorrow. And when you take it to tomorrow, then you work on it some more and take it further. So that was something that was a real eye opener for me. Working in the business and working on the business. So
Right.
let's get started working on the business.
Excellent. And all those things we spoke about, which is making sure that we know where we're going, we have a vision for the business, mission, core values, that we have goals for the business, also ensuring that we have a plan, that we know our numbers, that we put in systems. That's all those things I'm just talking about now, folks, is the working on the business. So systems run a business, but people run the systems. And so the other part is hiring the right people and keeping them by developing them and training them, and really being that leader who can align the team around where you're going. All of those things are very important. As Kerry-Ann said, you have to be working on the business, not just in it. You have to be delegating. You have to be delegating things that are not worth your hourly rate to make sure you are focusing on the designing of the business and the growth for it. So, Kerry-Ann, my last question to you today is, in this environment now, which is, yes, things that we can't control happening around us, chaotic, supply chains, issues, COVID, the world seems like it is all turning upside down. What is it that is inspiring you today?
What is it that inspired me? Well, two things actually. One, the vision for the business is still there. We haven't accomplished it yet. We haven't reached it yet. So that fuels me every day. The mission is not yet accomplished. So working on my company vision, it is something that fuels me, something that burns deep inside of me. That Jamaican cuisine needs to be there, right beside reggae music. I'm sorry, yes, it needs to be known right across the world. And the second thing that fuels me is that, and this has to do with a scripture in Deuteronomy, where God says that as your days are, so shall your strength be. So I am 100% confident that, listen, God knows what He has planned for me. He knows that I will face these days, these challenges, these obstacles, these joys, this up and down. And he has already said that he'll give me the strength to go through this day. So no matter what comes, I know that I have the strength to face what today's challenge brings. And that is what drives me. That is what fuels me. That is what I have confidence, full confidence in.
What I'm looking here right now, you saw me looking down, is because I'm looking for this quote as you were sharing. And this person said, fear has two meanings: forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. The choice is yours. For you, Kerry-Ann, face everything and rise. Because, you know, Kerry-Ann, I have watched you and Latoya together. You have a big vision. You're going to continue what your mother has started. Jamaica needs you. Or we have so much in Jamaica that we don't even treasure. I just saw Pure Chocolate, one of our Scotiabank Vision Achievers, winning awards in London the other day. And that is where she was showcasing our Jamaican chocolate, our Jamaican artists, and our farmers, you know? So what it says is that brand Jamaica is so powerful. Just like the music, the food is great. And you know, I was just in Florida for the last couple of weeks, and boy, I'm really looking forward to some nice Jamaican food again, now that I'm back on the rock, you know? And so, you know, Kerry-Ann, I just really want to say to you, keep up the good work. Continue to raise the bar for everyone here in terms of excellent Jamaican cuisine. And I wish you all the success as you take Silver Bowl to the next level. So thank you so much for being here with us today and sharing with us from your heart and your passion. And I look forward to my oxtail this week. All right. So everyone, thank you so much. Thank you very much, Kerry-Ann, again.
Thank you, Coach, for having me.
More than welcome, Kerry-Ann. I thank you for being here with us. And folks, make sure you go and visit Silver Bowl. Get some of the oxtail, what cow foot with beans, and let me tell you, all them kind of things there, and tripe and all them things from your grandma days. That's the Jamaican cuisine. So have a wonderful day. And folks, I'll see you on our next Transformation Tuesday series. Stay safe